This week, we've brought you stories about the heroin epidemic in our community, a problem not just here, but across the state and throughout the country. Earlier this year, Governor Mike Pence appointed a task force to find the best way to solve this problem. Now, they met at Notre Dame today, and WSBT-22's Patrick Roth was there. And Patrick, this was only their third meeting, but they feel like they're making progress.
Now, Rick, this group is trying to find and close the gaps between the realities of what addiction is and the ways they've tried to address it. For decades, drugs, and more specifically heroin, was thought of only as a criminal problem. A problem that other people somewhere else had to deal with. Not a problem we deal with in Indiana, not in St. Joseph County. But now, that's not the case.
It's extremely important to get it right. You may have heard, but one person dies every 25 minutes from an opioid overdose within the United States, and there are over 1,000 people who died last year from an opioid overdose in Indiana.
That's where this task force appointed by Governor Pence comes into play.
The governor charged us with helping to find out where the gaps exist within the opioid prescribing and enforcement community.
The goal is to bridge the gap because we know that we can't arrest our way out of this, that there are people that should be arrested, but frankly this is really about helping those people who have been caught up in the throes of addiction.
A big part of that is figuring out what kind of problem heroin abuse is. Is it a criminal problem, a public health problem, or both?
For individuals, they want safe communities, but we're finding more and more people within those communities are having to deal with family members and friends who are suffering from substance abuse. So I think we're at a critical tipping point where people really do see that it takes a partnership.
It's about prevention, of course, then intervention where we can intervene and treat, and then of course the law enforcement piece, which is that group of people that are benefiting financially from the ravages that they're causing to children and families.
And at this stage, the task force is still looking to test a variety of pilot programs. And as we showed you earlier this week, a huge issue is the need for more treatment options here in Indiana. Today, the task force spent a good portion of the afternoon talking about that issue. And Rick, they also highlighted the availability of Narcan as a life-saving tool.